Greetings, enlightened beings of the brilliant virtue of source creation, here now in the eternal unfolding of divine mind. With the ascending energies of the Great Awakening, many things are being manifest, many things are being revealed, many things are coming to fruition, and much is being released. Releasing and letting go that which no longer serves humanity, here now. And last night, as I reconnected with my ancestors and my foundation, connecting with the Zen Masters, the energy of Zen Master Bank connected with me, and at 2:22 a.m., my consciousness fully merged with the Buddha mind, with source energy, to resolve all things in the body, mind, and spirit. And upon waking today, the sign of 1111, my guide showed me that on the YouTube channel, we reached 11,011 souls, that my mission here is now complete. So it is up to me to keep playing this rollout or returning to my sacred cave. And I plan on keeping these going. But I'm going to do my best today to assist all of you with the transmission of my highest awareness, the most sacred truth that I can conjure here now. And I returned to connect with one of the greatest Zen masters, Zen Master Bank, Japanese Zen, Bankei. He manifested in Japan 1622 to 1693. And at around 11 years old, he was training with Confucian masters, and when he heard a line from the Great Learning, which was the way of great learning lies in clarifying bright virtue, it moved something within his mind. He needed to resolve what this bright virtue was, and he ended up spending the next 13 or more years seeking out every master he could find that could possibly help him resolve this conflict that this brought within his mind, to experience the Buddha mind, the Buddha awareness, that living a very austere life, training for many hours a day, traveling all over Japan, seeking out all the masters of the day, he reached a point where a Zen master said that there is no intermediary, that he must seek within to find the ultimate truth. So he became a hermit and sat for hours a day, zazen, sitting, Zen meditation, to help him resolve this issue. Some days he would fast for many days, and he was known to plaster himself into his little hut, his little hermitage. People would bring him food through a little hole, and he would practice and train for hours a day, neglecting his health and his body, until eventually he contracted tuberculosis, and when he sought out counsel of the local doctor, prognosis was that he was surely going to die. There was no coming back. His body was too far gone. He was at the point of coughing up blood. His body was in such a poor state. So he accepted his death and said, "I'll sit here until I awaken or die." And it was told that during his awakening, as he sat preparing for his transition, he felt a strange sensation in his throat, and he spat out against the wall, and a mass of black phlegm, large as a soapberry, rolled down the wall, and suddenly, just at that moment, he realized what it was that escaped him until now. And if I could give one sentence in all eternity of everything I've learned after thousands of hours of training, this one sentence, one statement, is all you need to assist you in your full awakening, and this is it. This is all Zen Master Bank for the next 50 years or more taught this simple concept that all things are perfectly resolved in the unborn. Now, the ancient Zen masters would call the Buddha mind, or what we call source light, the unborn mind of Buddha, or the unmanifest, what many call the creator or source. In our lineage, we call the great mystery, the mystery beyond all mysteries. Now, Zen Master Bank was around 23 years old when he came to this illumination, and upon this realization, an experience of oneness with Source, his body totally healed, and he went on to teach this awakening for 50 years or more. And he would teach that although he went through great suffering and traumatized and tortured his body, that it was not necessary for others to do the same, because upon his realization that all things are perfectly resolved in the unborn mind of Buddha, that there truly is nothing to attain, that consciousness itself, that you, listening to this voice now, are already perfectly enlightened. He would teach that all beings are born perfectly awakened Buddhas. But the problem in this matrix and Maya and the illusion and the simulation is that pure awareness converts into the three hells, angry demons, the frightened animal, and the hungry ghosts. And through that process of the programming, in a sense, we lose our awareness of our connection to Source, our oneness with Creator, with Buddha mind, Buddha awareness, the pure awareness. And that is why the spiritual arts were created, to guide us as a path, as a way, the Tao, the way to the truth that is beyond the words, beyond the concepts, beyond the thought, and even beyond the feeling, beyond the stillness. If we get trapped in any realm, that just means we did not go far enough. And we sit in our meditative practices to assist us in the process of letting go, of releasing, and going deeper and deeper within, into the sacred vessel, into the stillness, the silence, to experience our oneness with Source. And if there's any conflict in the mind, the masters I train with, doesn't matter if it was Hindu, Taoist, Buddhist, if you had any conflict or fear or worry, they would say, sit on the cushion. It's your practice that will assist you in resolving all things. We would sit Zazen, sitting meditation, on what is called Zafu. Za, sitting, Fu, cushion, sitting cushion. You have any problems? You didn't meditate long enough. Go sit. Become still. And this was our practice. Pathway is the journey within. The guru, the sifu, the sensei, the teacher, the guide is merely here as a reminder, as a guide to teach you to go within. It doesn't matter the name or the practice. Your highest self already knows the way, but we pick a path and go all the way with it. And the best advice we can give is to never give up. That is the key to mastery or to attain anything. Most people give up before the fruits of their labors are manifest. So the discipline of the disciple is to do the practices and to put your heart and soul into that art that you are practicing, the meditative arts, the spiritual arts, and to go all the way through and through and through, not looking back, not worrying about the future. You see, realizing your oneness with Source is not a memory. This is not something of the past. It's not a future thing. It is of the now. It is a now experience. It is never changing, eternal. The Master will say that the thought itself is one or more steps removed from Source. The words we speak are at least 2 or more steps separated from Source. So we use the words. These aren't bad things. This isn't something negative. The human mind needs the words to know that they are on the path, then the thought to actually do the practice, and then let go into that feeling and go even beyond the feeling to the direct experience of the bright virtue that is within all beings in all realms. Now I will reveal something that up till now I've only spoken of to the Divine 44, the team that I've worked with over the last 6 months to transmit the teachings, that the Starseed blueprint that many of you witnessed that I did about 8 months ago was a Buddha mind transmission. As I merged my awareness with Creator Source, the eternal light, I transmitted that out into the realm through this technology, through my eyes, So this was a mind-to-mind transmission. You can look up the Starseed blueprint and witness that through new eyes. And the best to do is find that stillness within, become still, and receive the transmission. Now I'll continue to do the daily transmissions as long as I can. Now Source lets me know every day what I need to transmit to all of you through the works of other Lightworkers, and I put my awareness into each transmission. So within the daily transmissions is Source awareness through myself, through this vessel, and then there's something within each of the transmissions that is meant sometimes maybe for one soul to assist them on their journey, one awareness to help them through this now moment, or to activate a certain energy or certain code for that individual's path. I never know. It's different every day. So just know I do not pick and choose. This vessel, this awareness, Source daily lets me know exactly what I need to transmit to all of you. So I'll keep doing these daily transmissions and doing my best. And each one, they may become a little repetitive, but know that each day, one new consciousness may come to this channel, and it will serve them in the highest light and the highest way that I possibly can transmit to what's coming through this vessel day to day, knowing that the Eastern philosophies may not resonate with many in the West. I mix it up. Many of you have told me over the years that some enjoy both, some enjoy one, the other. So I do my best to resonate in each transmission with as many souls as possible. Today's first transmission, channeled by James McConnell, Energy Update by Saint Germain, March 2020. I am Saint Germain. I am here at these moments now to tell you, you have arrived. We have all arrived. These are the moments that you came here for. You are on the cusp now of many, many changes that are coming to this planet, coming to the consciousness of man, to the collective consciousness. Even though those of you that are on this transmission, those of you that resonate to these words, you are the ones that understand. You are the ones that can see between the lines, see behind the headlines of the mass media. You are the ones that can see beyond. For you know, each and every one of you know that you have arrived in these moments, that you have planned for, that you have worked for, not only in this lifetime, but countless lifetimes previously, as you volunteered so long ago to be here. And there are many more across this planet now that are awakening, that are coming into their own, coming into know and remember who they are and realize that everything that is happening now is all happening for a reason. Yes, of course, there are those that have not awakened, and there are those that will not awaken in these moments. It is not their time, it is not their place, but yet so many more are, and it is up to each and every one of you, the awakened, you, the chosen ones, the ones that choose themselves to be here now. You are the ones to help more and more of those awakened as they are ready, and I can tell you now that many more are going to awaken as a result of all that is occurring now. This viral pandemic that is happening, have we not told you many times before through many different sources, not just this one I speak through now, but many sources? We have told you that we would not allow a pandemic of any kind, a viral pandemic or a nuclear war or anything that would keep you, this planet, from continuing on to becoming what is destined to be, a fifth dimensional and beyond planet, and all the people on the planet to become a part of the expression of the new higher consciousness that is here, all of those that are ready for this. But as you know, all will not be ready. They are all given the opportunity, but there are those that will shy away from the light. They are already doing so. They are choosing to remain in the darkness, and that is their choice. But they will receive their just rewards as a result of this. But I'm not here to focus on the dark forces or the removal of such. I'm here to tell you to rejoice now, for the Christ consciousness is being reborn in all of you, in all of mankind now, and in the planet itself. And you are that Christ consciousness in every one of you, if you allow it to be, if you allow it to come forth. You are the way, the truth, and the life, or the light, just as Yeshua was and is. He never left. He is here just as I am here. Archangel Michael is here. Ashtar is here. The one who serves. Collective is here. All of the Galactics are here now. They are preparing for the final phase of their operation. Do you understand what this means? The final phase of their operation is in motion now, where they can reveal themselves to the majority of mankind that is here at the time of the changeover. This is not yet the changeover, but it is the beginning of it. You are moving into that final operation, even here on this planet. There have been many phases that you have gone through, and you are entering the final phases now of this third-dimensional illusion and the changeover for this, because you have arrived, and everything is, indeed, being orchestrated. Just as we have been telling you, the plan in motion has been in motion, and you have been told to trust the plan, just as it is being worked out now. Will it become more rocky yet? Very possibly. That is not yet for sure, because everything changes in the moment as you look at it. You always have to remember that. Nothing is written in stone except for this. There is no going back now. The changeover is coming, the solar flash is coming, the event, it is all coming, and it has already happened in the higher vibrational frequencies of the higher dimensions. It has already occurred. It now only has to be brought down, not into the third dimension though. The third dimension cannot hold the solar flash, it cannot withstand the event, but the fourth dimension and higher can and will. So trust now in who you are becoming, because you are in those moments. Believe in yourselves. Believe in those leaders that you have chosen to guide you and direct you, those leaders that are being overlit now by those of us to help to guide them. And your one leader of this country, your president, is certainly being overlit not only by myself, but by those of various ones coming as the Galactics that are here to assist in this entire process to make sure that everything goes according to plan, even though it appears at times, and certainly does by many across the planet, that all is lost, that this is the end of the world, this is anything but the end of the world. But to those who remain ensconced within the lower frequencies, within the lower dimensional illusion, they may indeed see this in that way. They will see it just as they are believing, they will see it. But you, those of you and all of the new ones that are awakening, will see it for what it really is. A new awakening, a new dawn, the blue dawn of the Aquarian age. This is it, the new republic. And I say the new republic because it will indeed be new, just as those forefathers, those ones who designed this plan, the Constitution, to lead this country into the light of the world, to lead the world ahead. The new republic is coming, along with all those promises that have been made to you, that you have heard for many years now, that you have been preparing for lifetimes. And even though I was there at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and I helped those of the forefathers to create this great nation, as I am back here now again to continue to assist in this process. But those who are in motion now are the ones who will continue to lead this forth. Have no fear, let fear go, for fear will only hold you back. Feel now the love within each and every one of you rising, the light within you glowing, as you become the light that you were, each meant to be here, the light to a new nation, the light that will illuminate all going forth now, and how you will find, as the new dawn approaches, even though it became darker and darkest before the dawn, the light approaches, and the light of many suns will illuminate all across the planet and the entire solar system. I am Saint Germain, and I leave you now with the violet flame to continue to purge out all the old programming with each and every one of you. Let that go once and for all. For you are all, we are all, in this, indeed, together as one. We shall continue to move forward and become not only the nation of illumination, but the world, the planet of illumination. Saint Germain from the ancientawakenings.org. Now a quick side note. I just want to let you all know that to best serve you, know that we do not wait for an event, we are the event. And to use discernment with anything that you hear or see, use your intuition, do not follow any narrative or any human, any being blindly, question everything, even question what I say, use your discernment, feel what feels right, what resonates, let that guide you, what doesn't, let that go. You know by the feeling that's within you what is right, what is the right path for you as an individual, and know that you are ultimately your own guide, that you must seek the kingdom of heaven within yourself. For in truth there is no separation. The eternal truth never changes. So let us not get caught up in the concepts, in the words, not even in the feelings. Whatever you're feeling, we let that go until we return to stillness, return to the love that is within, and allow that to remove all veils, all simulations, any thought, feeling, or form that keeps us in the illusion of separation from the unborn, unknowable mind of God consciousness. And from Judith Kusel, so much is happening in the inner planes, and this is an upgrading of the highest degrees. Allow these intense upgrades to happen now and keep your energy fields crystal clear. Go into deep meditation and contemplation and listen deep within. We are being pushed into immensely higher frequency bands, and this means that we need to keep ourselves from negativity and mass fear contamination, as it will pull us down. It is a time of expansion. As I have said so many times before, the old systems and way of life will disintegrate, for it cannot hold form in the highest vibrational state, the higher frequency band. Let go. Do not cling onto anything and anyone. Allow yourself the freedom to be reshaped, reinvented, as our higher crystalline bodies and forms are now being upgraded even more, so that we can circumnavigate these shifts. My seminars in Sedona and Mount Shasta later this year will bring important information and activations for those souls ready to receive these. It is the deepest activation of the soul on all levels, plus the collective expanded soul of humanity, and immense energy shifts. The virus is serving us immensely and shaking us awake, and in truth, this is a time where we have the opportunity to be quiet en masse and go deeper within and reconnect with your soul and soul groups and the divine at the highest levels. It is not the end, it is the beginning, the rebirth to the highest degrees. The 5D is here, and it is shaking us awake and showing us that we need to keep our own energy fields crystal clear so that we can navigate this shift. What a gift and what a blessing. I greet you with so much love, love to overflowing. From JudithKusel.com. Another side note, I would like you all to contemplate and be aware of the shutting down of the world. Many of you heard my transmission yesterday about the great day of silence that the Hindu in Bali and many Hindus around the world celebrate. It is the transition into the new year, the new age. And know that these, say 15 to 30 days, the masters on this planet that have taught the collective for many years know that it takes about 15 to 30 days to form a new habit, a positive habit, to release mundane routines, to starve out a virus or a parasite, and also to heal or release any addiction, anything the mind may be addicted to. So this is part of the shifting energy. It is the suffocating, the starving of a beast system or negative system, which many of the systems of the world follow that negative timeline, that negative pattern, as we're replacing it with positive systems, positive practices, that which serves not only self, but all of humanity. And that is what's resonating with any that are in this process of awakening right now, that we are looking, seeking ways to serve humanity in all life, in all realms. And from Elizabeth Peru, Humanity's Great Shift. Here's something key that I ask for you to focus upon right now. Beloved ones, remember that it's humanity, souls in human form, that is experiencing the greatest shift in consciousness due to the wake-up call of COVID-19. Earth, the animals, and all of nature have already been operating on the aware, fifth-dimensional 5D frequency level and above forever. But now we as a race are moving there en masse. Cosmic energy influences are still helping us the same as they always have. The beautiful aspect is that more people are now becoming more spiritually active than they have in a millennia, and you are here for this. From ElizabethPeru.com. So part of the waking up due to this pandemic type energy are for those of the collective that are still asleep. It is assisting them and all souls that are still deep under the hypnosis of the programming of the false narrative of the Matrix. And today from the Zolkin Times, Kin 258, White Spectral Mirror. The number 11 is called Spectral, and its keywords are dissolve, liberation, and release. The 11th day is all about being liberated, depending, of course, of the energy of the day it is combined with. Today is White Mirror, which represents reflection, order, and endlessness. This combination doesn't take much explaining. The truth will set you free. Learning the truth today will result in feeling liberated. Don't be afraid to face it. Clarity is the most important tool to guide you along the right path. Without clarity, we live in delusion and get lost or pulled off our path. Be careful what you tolerate. If it isn't helpful, supportive, or truthful, it's best to be aware of it so you can read correctly. Well-informed is well-armed. The guide for the day is White Mirror, so it's a double helping of truth today. And from Christina Papagiorgio, White Spectral Mirror, Kin 258, 27 March 2020. The mirror world shatters. 27-3-2020, 27-3-22 equal 9-3-22 equal 12-22 equal 3-4 equal 7. 27 Courage, Leadership, Command. 9 Destiny, Service, Compassion, Endings. 3 Holy Trinity, Joy, Creativity. 4 Form, Structure, Foundation. 7 Magic, Mysticism, Spirituality. Kin 258 equal 15 equal 6. Heaven, Christ, Harmony, Family. 3, 2, 1 Final countdown. 3 more kin days to go as we complete the cycle in this galactic spin of the Zolkin calendar, ready for takeoff. Magic flight. Day 11 of the spectacular Yellow Star Wave Spell, where we are awakening our sparkle and using our creativity to attract more beauty, grace, and harmony in our lives, so that our lives become a living work of art. And so we reach day 11 in the final countdown to piercing the veil through to Source. Today we are reflecting on the illusion of the old paradigm, ready to dissolve and release it in order to liberate the new world of peace, love, harmony, and abundance with much more sparkle in our lives. Tone of creation. Spectral tone 11 operates in the emotional realm, and its actions are that of dissolving, releasing, and liberating. The spectral tone provides full purging, transformative power. When we go spectral, we learn to release all that we have manifested in order that we may commence the next cycle. Solid forms dissipate and dissolve. We are finally freed from the emotional baggage and debris that we have carried deep within ourselves in order to liberate and release you from the past. 11 is the process of disintegration, stripping away the layers down to your core essence. Unity, the great illuminator, is transforming patterns and structures, freeing you from things that no longer serve your emerging wholeness. With the spectral tone of 11, cherished ideals, beliefs, and images of all kinds are being brought up for you to re-examine, illuminate, and transform. Examine what appears dissonant in your life, then let it go. Bless your past, your pain and suffering, and release it forever. Going through your resistance and blockages prepares a space for greater reflection and truth to flow in unimpeded. As your facade crumbles and your walls come tumbling down, the true illumination of self bursts through. These are very powerful energies at work to create final closure, dissolving all impediments to you finally claiming and aligning with your starry soul self, your God self. Tone 11 symbolizes a gateway and polarity, inviting you to step through into a new, more harmonious and beautiful reality filled with abundant opportunities. Connect with your higher truth, giving you the power to carve a new path of liberation. Finally cleansed and purged of the old, we have a new vacuum from which to attract new and more vibrant energies and experiences. Out with the old and in with the new, embryonic and effervescent rainbow frequencies. The mirror world shatters, conscious self and higher self. White mirror, its knob is a double mirror day today. The mirror star glyph is also a Mayan pyramid viewed from the top, so this adds incredible power. With so much power today, the old mirror world finally shatters. It's time to break free from the matrix, the illusory prison that we have contained ourselves within for the sake of growth through suffering. Ascend the 91 steps of the steep stone staircase of the grand Maya pyramid of the sun. Look in the mirror and brush aside all delusions relating to your beauty and worthiness and that of our planet. Look for the beauty that is revealed beyond the chaos and ugliness. Look past the physical into the depths of your soul. Access your starseed essence and stand in the harmony of your full God presence. You are indeed beautiful. You are worthy, and you are the light. You are made in God's likeness, so how can you be anything other than a radiant spark of the divine? Reconnect with your inner beauty and affirm, I am my full radiant presence now. I am the harmony of the stars. And in so doing, we can now reclaim our beautiful planet Gaia as the pristine, pure, and idyllic paradise that we have all been dreaming into our reality. And so it is. Today's question is, what do we need to dissolve in order to release more peace, harmony, and abundance, reflecting on all the beauty in our precious new rainbow world? Divine blessings for our smashing planetary liberation, victory to the light. In Lakek ala Kin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 258, White Spectral Mirror. The mantra, the code for today is, I dissolve in order to reflect. Releasing order, I seal the matrix of endlessness. With the spectral tone of liberation, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And with the sacred threefold flame merging into the twin flame which becomes one in the heart center, know that we are the liberation movement that has been activated over eons of time through our ancestors and through our lineages and through the ascended masters and the awakened ones and the great brotherhoods and sisterhoods that have existed since the beginning of time, of this timeline, in this simulated reality that has infinite potential. And through this process of resolving all things in the unborn mind of Buddha, we let go and release all that does not serve as we tap into, reconnect, remerge, realize our oneness, our connection, and our holy sacred power of the illuminated source energy. So with the diamond sword of truth, we cut through all illusions and all veils of separation to resolve once and for all suffering, all conflict, and all fears for all life in all realms, all dimensions, and all timelines. This is it. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your visions, your dreams, and your synchronicities through this great awakening process. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Click the subscribe button below and the little bell next to subscribe to get notifications. And our daily transmissions are recorded, transcribed. We put a link in the description below the video every day. So if you're not on YouTube, follow the link to the YouTube video, and then you can click the link in the description. And all of our transmissions are archived on primedisclosure.com, so you can visit our website. We have hundreds of transmissions and articles and information. So last but not least, just know, Divine Spirit, that you are perfectly enlightened exactly as you are, the one that is listening now, the one that is the witness. It is up to us as an individual consciousness not to get pulled into the conflicts and the dramas of the matrix, to keep our awareness in the purity of our bright virtue, which is our eternal light, our eternal life, and our eternal love. Keep walking your path with heart divine warrior of light. I love you all. Namaste.